It is an absolute bloodbath in the markets today. We're talking body parts, headless corpses, torsos, limbs just scattered around everywhere like we're in the middle of a war zone. Frankly, it's not that surprising, unfortunately. Why? Because A, we're in the middle of the summer, and B, July 4th weekend is approaching, and crypto people just don't know how to stop taking vacations. So if you're not from the US, July 4th is our Independence Day. It is just a party vacation. It's just drinking by the lake, on the beach, in the summer house, do no work whatsoever, be in front of a computer 0% of the time, which is fine. We need a little bit of that. But the timing here isn't that great because July 4th falls on this Friday. So obviously Saturday and Sunday, the 5th and 6th, are going to be party days too. And then the weekend's going to start at a bare minimum on Thursday. You think people are trading or getting shit done on this Thursday the 3rd? No. As a matter of fact, tomorrow, most people are getting their vacation started. I mean, I'm starting my vacation tomorrow and Wednesday. We're driving to the place in upstate New York. So frankly, the bottom line is it's turning into a 5, 6, 7-day vacation. Then it's going to take at least Monday or Tuesday to get people back into their rhythms, into their routines. So we might be down for about another week. I mean, to put it in perspective, just search ETH cans on Twitter. You can see we have a beach party right here. We have a networking event there. What else do we have here? We got 3 guys in bed. We have some sort of rooftop party there. We have girls on the beach. More of a volleyball tournament or something like that. So the bottom line is, yeah, it's technically, a conference, but it's a fancy sort of summer beach party in the south of France. That's what it is. Now, if there's good and bad news, the good news is that July somehow as a whole, I know everyone has heard like summer sucks in crypto, but July is actually technically an up month. By median, it's up 8.2% since 2013. That's the average monthly return in July. And that's the average median return, and the average statistical is 6.88. So it's typically up 7-8%. And the last 3 years, if we look at these, it's overall pretty flat. It's been down slightly 2 of the last 3 years. It has been up slightly the 3rd. Then we're going to move over to August. And then overall, August is a down month. The median return is down 8%. And then the last 3 Augusts have been red. Pretty big red, down 8%. 11% and down 13%. This is Bitcoin. You can't get like returns for the crypto market as a whole because the market keeps increasing in size each year with new coins. So Bitcoin is the best representation of the entire industry. August is typically a down month. So the bottom line is crypto people will probably take too many vacations again this August and the market will go down. But there is one silver lining saving grace for SPX6900. Specifically, we got to look at the chart for that. I know we don't look at the chart, but we got to here. So here it is. We're currently at 1 billion market cap, a little bit off the all-time high of 1.65 billion approximately, which was set back in June, a couple weeks ago, early June, late May. But anyways, now let's get to what matters. So as you know, this coin was CTO'd back last September of 2024 by Murad. That's where this big green candle came. But as you can see, this coin has actually been around for a full year before then. It was first launched in August of 2023 and did manage to get to a semi-respectable market cap. It wasn't just like a penny, a nano cap coin. See, we had the first year we had some bumps. So it got up to about 22 million market cap here. Then it had the typical 90-95% retrace. Then it started upticking here. So April, May, June, it went up as it usually does. But then look at the month of July right here. This coin pumped massively in July. So could this July again be SPX's month to pump again? Could very well be. Then, of course, SPX totally nuked in August, as the rest of the crypto market did. But Murad saved the day a couple weeks after that, around September 15th, 20th, and boom, the rest is history. So the silver lining is that July could be big for SPX 6900, even though the odds are that August won't be quite as much for both SPX and the entire crypto market, but anything's possible. Can't predict the future. Now let's see what the community thinks. I am a simple man. I see SPX 6900 dip and I DCA. Another person, Bitcoin is being recreated in front of you in real time, and it's called SPX 6900. Because of its mission, SPX 6900 has the greatest longevity factor in the market. The goal is binary. Either it flips the stock market or it doesn't. Until then, your job is not finished. Keep shilling. Agree. Well said. Well said. Well said. This is a video of a person right here who apparently was a diehard actual Bitcoin maxi, and then somebody convinced him to buy SPX 900. Now he's just spreading the word of SPX. That is pretty impressive. And then lastly, but not least, here is Murad talking about the types of coins you should buy in the final 6 months of the year, which officially start right now, July 1st. And as we know, the 4-year cycle, the last 6 months of every 4 years tend to be better performers. We don't know if that'll hold up again this year. Some people think 4-year cycle is over, but give it a listen right here. And that is it for this SPX update video. SPX community, say hi, drop a comment down below, say whatever you want to say. Like, if you haven't already, I'll be back with a new video. Bencrypt signing out. Catch you later.